Hello and welcome back to another project. In this interesting project, I'm going to use MySQL Workbench to answer some business questions. The final goal of data analysis is answering the business questions. And in this project, I'm going to run some queries, a little bit difficult and complex SQL queries to answer 10 business questions. But first of all, and before that, let's see our database. This database is about movies and it contains some tables. For example, in company, you can see we have the company names that made the movies. They are some kind of producers. The genre table shows the genre of each movies, whether they are in drama, action, horror, and so on. About the language, there is the language of each movies, and there is a wide range of languages. About the table of movie, it contains so many information about movies. For example, title, the budget, the homepage that is a link of the movie, the popularity, the release date, revenue, runtime, and so on. About the movie company, this table is a bridge table between the movie and the company table. These two tables, company and movie, are joined together based on the movie company. Movie crew is about the job title and job position in every single movies. For example, in job we can have director, producer, actor, and other job positions in movies. And movie genre table is exactly the same as the movie company. It is a bridge table between the movie and the genre. Same as the language. The movie language plays a bridge table between the movie and the language, and the person is the table of all real name of crews. For example, in crews we have some directors, but if we want to know their real name, we should query to person table. It is just a general overview about the table, and in the next step we are going to answer some business questions. For having the better understand the tables, I make 10 slides based on 10 business questions. In each slide you can see the tables with their entity type. For example, here you can see table of movie and their entity type or genre, company. Why I did that? Because for answering every questions, we have to make a plan that which entity type from which table we need to gather data and write a query. So it is a good idea to have a big picture in your mind and realize from which table you need data, and that data is about which entity type. The first question is asking how much did movies cost per unit? It makes sense that based on the table movie, you can see every movie has a budget. But this question is asking this budget per unit, how much did cost for the movie? So it means for answering this question, we just need this table, the table of movie. But which entity type? Let's define the entity type that we need for answering this question. I want to highlight them. We need title because this question is asking movies, so it makes sense. We have the title of the movies. We need the budget because we want to see how much the total movie costs regardless per minute. We need the runtime because it's about have a duration because it's about the minutes. And after that, we should create a mathematical function between budget and runtime. So it is just 3 entity types that we need, and let's run it in MySQL and write a query. Before doing anything, I should call the database, the movies. So I call use movies and run it. I select title, budget, runtime, just for now from movie. Let's see the data so far. I call it and you can see the title, budget, and runtime is generated. But now we want to add a new column. This column is budget divided by runtime. If we divide budget by runtime, it means per minute how much the movie cost. So I create a variable as a budget divided by runtime, and I want to call it as for example budget per minute. Let's see this code, and you can see we have the new column. It means the Forrest Gump per minute costs this amount. This is a big amount because the runtime or the duration of the movie is 142 minutes and the overall budget is this amount. But this data has digits and I don't want to have digits. For doing this, I cut it and I call the round, and into round I paste it and digit is 0. I again call it, and you can see we have the budget per minute for every single movie. How we can have sorted? It means the Pirates of Caribbean costs at the most for every single minute, and the Tangled in the second one, and Men in Black 3 is in the third place. So with this ease, we could answer the first question. The second question is asking what are the top 5 movies in terms of budget. This question is very simple. This question is asking sort the movies based on their budget and just show the first top movies, the first 5 top movies. So we just need the title of the movies and their budget, just this, and let's do it in MySQL. So I just need to select title and budget from movie. Let's run it. We just run the title of budget from the movie. We must do continue, and we need to order by the budget because the question is asking about what are the 5 top about the budget, and it is descending because the question wants to the top 5. And let's see the result. You can see the movies are sorted based on their budget, and this sort is descending. It means these movies is the most expensive movies in terms of budget, but we just want to see the top 5. So the limit is 5, and now we can run this code, and this top 5 movies about the budget. The third question is asking, in terms of release date, how old is every single movie? This question is about the date, and we have to work with some date functions in SQLs. This question is very interesting and is looking for to see the age of each movies. So, and after that, we should show just top 10 youngest movies. Again, we should work with table movies. I just need the release date because it is about the date of movie, the title, and I think, yeah, just title and release date. But we have to use some predefined functions in SQLs about date. Let's do it in SQL. So I just need to select release date and title. Movie, and yeah, just see. Let's see the code so far. The release date and title. So we need to capture the age of each movies based on the release date. So first of all, I should extract the year of each movie. So for doing this, I just call the year function, and in year function I put the release date. Yeah, so far let's see the code, and it is the extraction of every year. So in the next step, we have to make a difference between these values, this year, and with current year. The current year is this function, it's CURDATE, and we have to make a difference between CURDATE and the release date year. So, but for CURDATE, I again need a year. So I put car year in the year, and so I just remove it. I put it into parentheses. So it is the year of car date, and I just call it year release date, and in this parenthesis we make a difference between year of current date with the year of release date, and I want to call it as the age, for example. And yeah, let's see the code, and it is the extraction. It means this tree is measured by differences between 2023, the current date, with 2020, or this age is a difference between 2023 and 1995. But the question is asking just sort them based on the age and just show the top youngest movie. So for doing this, I just use order by based on age, and it is ascending because the question is asking the youngest. It means the minimum number of age, and just show the top youngest. It is the final result. These movies are top youngest movies in terms of release date. The next question is, in which year did the producer make movies, regardless the number of movies? This question is asking, just show the year of making movies, and it doesn't matter how many movies are made in every year. For example, if we have 20 movies in 1995, we just have one record about 1995, and even we have just one movie in 2020, just show again one movie for 2020. So again, we need the table movie, and we just need the release date. Just this. So let's answering these questions in SQL. So for doing this, I select year of date, the release date from movie. Let's see the result. We can see we have extracted all years. It doesn't matter they are repetitive or not. But the question is asking just show the distinct year. So for doing this, I just need to call distinct. And if I run it, you can see the result is just about some values that you can see here. We just have 92 rows. However, in the previous, we have 4,000 because we have just 92 distinct years. Now let's see the next question. The next question is asking, what are the bottom 10 popular movies and which company did make them? This question is looking to find the least popular movies, the movies that were not very popular. And as well as that, this question wants to know which producer or which company made those movies. So for answering this question, we need the entity type and data from some different tables. The first table, we want to work with movies, and we need title and the popularity from this table. As well as this, we need some data from the movie companies. The movie companies is these companies. And the company. The next table that we need is company and company name. But as I mentioned before, for using or making a join between table of movies and table of company, we need the bridge company. The bridge company is movie company. And we need movie ID from here, and we need company ID from here. So we need data from these three tables: movie, company, and movie company. So let's answer this question in MySQL. Now let's answer the question. For doing this, I select title from table of movie, and again movie, popularity, and yeah, this one from movie. But I want to make a join between movie and company name, and we just use the movie company table. First of all, I should make a connection between table of movie and table of movie company. I just need to join with movie company. And what is the common entity type between movie and movie company? It is movie ID. I just copy and paste it here. One of them is for movie and one of them is for movie company. And again, we should make a connection between movie company and company. I just need to copy and paste it here, and I call it as a company. And instead of movie ID, we should write with company ID. Company ID. One of them is for movie and one of them is for company. Now the data is ready, but I just need to add to the company name from the table of the company. I can write the company name, and let's see the data so far. This is the table that shows every single movie is made with which company, and it is the popularity. But we want to see what are the worst movies about the popularity. So we should group the data. I want to group by the movie title and the company name. And instead of the popularity, I want to use the summation of popularity, because when we can use the group by, that we have the aggregation. The aggregation is a sum of movie popularity, and since it is aggregation, we cannot use it in group by, just title and company name. And I can order by the sum, and this order is ascending from the worst one to the better, not the best, because they are the worst movies about the popularity, and just limit the 10. I run this code, and you can see these movies are the bottom 10 movies about the popularity. For example, the Love Letters is made with two different companies, Millennium Films and New World Pictures. And amazingly, for both of them, these movies didn't have popularity among audience. The next question is asking which movies did cost less than 50k and what were their genre? Just top 10. First of all, I should have title from movies and their budget, because we are talking about the cost, 50k. As well as this, we want to use data from genre, this table, the genre name. But for capturing data from genre, we need to have a join first with the movie genre bridge function, the movie ID and the genre ID. So these three tables are used for answering this question, and let's see how we can answer. So first of all, I select the title and the budget from movie, and I copy here to show they are from the movie table, and I want to make a join between the movie genre on the movie ID, because movie ID entity type is common between the movie genre and the movie. So now we made a connection between movie and movie genre, but we must continue to capture data from genre. So the table of genre, I can just write it genre. So I just need to genre ID and movie genre with genre ID. So in this join, I make a connection between genre and movie genre based on the genre ID. And in this join, I make a connection between movie and movie genre with movie ID. Now I can select from genre the genre name, genre name, and let's see the data so far. Oh, there is an error. Movie genre, maybe, yeah, it is genres. I just forgot to add here this movie genres. I run it, and yeah, you can see the genre name of each movie is shown. But the question asked, just show the movies that their budget is less than 50K. So we must add a condition where the movie budget less than 50K, and again order by movie budget, and this order should be descending and just show the 10. Now we can have some movies, some of this table that their budget is less than 50K, and they are sorted based on the budget descending and just show the top 10. I call it, and you can see here we have the Osama movies, and the drama is its genre, and it is the most expensive movies that are less than 50K. And you can see the other movies, and they are top 10. This question is asking, just show the movies that their producers invest and cost between this amount of money. So for answering this question, we need the movie table, and we need title. Here we need the budget, and we need the company's name, the movie company again. So we need the data from movie company, movie ID and company ID, movie ID here. And the company is a company ID from the bridge and the company name. And the conditions should be different. Let's answer this question. So I select title and budget from movie, and it should be here, and I want to make a join between the movie and movie company on the movie ID. The movie ID is common between them. One of them is for movie, one of them is for movie company. And again, I want to make a join. I just need to copy the company. One of them is for company, and it is the company ID here. And now I can add the company name here. Company name, instead of company name, I can write here. And let's see the data so far. This is the data. Again, we can see the movies and the company names. But we want to see just some movies that they are invested between two numbers. So the condition is where the movie budget here between 150K to 200, and they should be ordered by, again, movie budgets descending, and just show the first one because the question is asking which company, the company that invested the highest. So I just call it, and you can see the Julie Field invested 200K for just this movie, and there is no other company that invests between this number. This question is asking which director did make the most popular movie in English and French language. This question needs so many data from different entity type. First of all, I should capture some data from the movie table, and then from, for example, the popularity, and the data from the language, because this question is about the language. So language ID and language name should be selected. And about the person ID and person name. So, but the person is joined with table of movie based on the movie crew. So I need movie crew, movie ID from this table, person ID from this table, and the job, because it's about the director. We should capture the director. But about the person we have, and about the movie language. The movie language is a bridge joint between the movie and the language. So movie ID from here, and it is the movie language here, the movie ID and the language ID. So yeah, I just forgot it. It is wrong. So we just need to disable movie, movie language, language, movie crew, and person. Let's answer this complicated question. So first of all, I should select, I just put the select here without do anything, from the movie. I want to begin with movie. So first I should make a connection between movie and the movie crew to find the person. So I want to join between movie crew and movie. These two tables are joined with movie ID. So I just copy here. One of them is for movie and one of them is for movie crew. So now we can make another join with person, because we use the bridge, and in the person is joined with movie crew based on the person ID, and person ID is the same. One of them is for person and one of them is for movie crew. So now we can have a connection between the movie and person. Now we can add person name here. Now we should make a connection between movie and language. So first of all, I should make a connection between movie and movie language table. Movie language, and the movie language and movie are on the movie ID. I just copy here, and one of them is for movie, one of them is for movie language, and then I can make it another join between the language and movie language, and it is the language ID. And the language ID, one of them is for language and one of them is for movie language. So we could put anything. Now we can add something to the select, and it is the language name. Language name. So yep, we could answer, but we should put something else. Let's see the code so far. So it means, yeah, we must have a languages. I just forgot it. Sorry. Yeah, I just call it, and the data is fetching. Yeah, we just captured the data from the person, and it means this person or these people worked in just this language movies. You know, it doesn't make sense because we must add some other data. So for doing this, I should put the number of movies. How we can use this? I can use the count. The count means I can count every movies as, for example, the movie count, and I want to answer about the popularity. So I want to add the movie popularity. We just need to group by data based on the language name, yeah, and the person name, because they are not aggregation. The only aggregation is count and popularity. However, we must use the max popularity because we want to see the most popular, so we want to use the maximum popularity. I think we can run the code now. This is the data. This person worked in just the count movie. This person worked in 8 English films or English movies, and the maximum popularity of these 8 movies is this one. However, we can write some to see the result here. The data is fetching, and these people worked in 8 English movies. The summation of their popularity is this number, and these people played in 10 movies, 10 English movies, and it is the summation of the popularity. But the question is asking something else. The question is asking just find the movies that the language name is English or the French. Since we use group by, we cannot use the where condition. Instead, we use the having function. And having the language name, it's just in the English and the French, and then just show the one. I run it. So it means which director made the most popular movies in English or French movies. Okay, the next question is asking, make a list of actor or actresses who played after year of 2010. So for answering this question, we need data from the movies, the title, and from other table, we need just data from movie crew, the movie ID, the person ID, and the job, because we want to retrieve data from actor or actresses, and the person ID, and the person name. So for doing this, I just need to add some other data from release date, because it is about the year 2010. Now we can answer the question in SQL. So first of all, I select from movie, and now I should make a connection between movie and person. The movie crew is the breach table. On the movie ID, again the movie ID, and it is from the movie. It is from the movie crew. So, and now I can make a connection between the movie and the person. On the person ID, one of them is for person, and one of them is for movie crew. Just this. So now I can add the person name and the movie title and movie crew job. The job is captured from movie crew, the name of the person is captured from person, and the title is captured from the movie. But the question is asking just show the person who played after year 2010, just where condition, just the movie crow. So the movie crow should be the characters, and the other condition is about the date. The movie release date should be after 2010, this, and after that we should group by. We can group by based on the, for example, the person ID, and the movie title, and this one. However, we can use the person name instead of the person ID. Yeah, I run it. Oh, there's something wrong. We add two titles. Yeah, this one is movie crow job. Yeah, here. This one. And now, yeah, this person played in this movie, and it is a character. The job is character. However, since we have the where condition, it doesn't need to use this. I just call it, and this is the person who played as a character in all movies after this year. So in this project, you see how we can use SQL queries to answer some business questions. And it is all about SQL. The SQL is just writing some queries and finding the data that managers and other people want to have to help them to monitor and track their questions. Thank you.